So I know at times it can feel like you are a little disconnected from everything around you and even disconnected from your body. So in this video, we're going to see what messages our higher power has for us that will help us to support our bodies the best way we can, to allow us to open the channels a little bit to our inner selves so we can find more purpose and clarity in our daily lives and find the life of our dreams. So if that sounds like it's for you, then get comfortable and I'll meet you back here in just a moment. Well, hello everyone, it's a brand new week, so of course we will have to get down and dirty with our weekly wellness oracle card reading. This one's going to be for May 3rd through May 9th, 2021. And if you're new here, hello, welcome in. I am super happy that you found me. I hope that you find this channel to be very supportive, very loving, and that you will find some information that helps you to get back in touch with your body so that you can feel like you are of this world again and have some purpose and light in your life again, right? Sometimes that's not easy to find, but we try to make it a little easier here. Now, if you are returning, well, thanks for coming back. I'm really happy that you're here, and let's say we get busy, all right? So we can go ahead. I've lit a candle already for us, just to kind of make room, make some space for our higher selves to be with us today and help deliver us the messages that we need to know about in terms of our whole self wellness, I guess you can call it, for our body, minds, and souls. So a little bit of nutrition, some food suggestions maybe, and some self-care practices that are so very important when we are trying to learn about our bodies again and how it's trying to talk to us, right? So the intention has been set for us already, and now we can go ahead and if you would like to, you can do some breathing exercises. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. When you're breathing in, you can picture any images that bring you a state of calm and relaxation. You can also envision certain colors that bring you joy, or a pink or a green for if you want to be in your heart center. When you're breathing out, just release anything that's not going to serve you any longer. Get rid of all the garbage from the day that is done and over with and will not help you in this reading, okay? And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and we'll get busy with that reading. There are chapter markers, don't forget, so you can use those as you desire. So we're gonna go ahead and get busy with this reading. We're gonna get the overall energy, which is going to be cleansing storms. Cleansing storms, number 23. And that's about cleansing what's not needed, shedding of the shedding of whatever is not going to do us well in our lives anymore. And then for our Luna card, our moon card, we have the new moon in Gemini. This says communication is key. And boy, isn't that true. So communication is key because you need to be able to communicate with people. So the cleansing, the storms card here that we have, when you're shedding something, and this is a stormy thing, right? It's the storm card. There's electricity, there's clouds, there's, you know, a big storm coming down, but she's also being held in a hand in a field of that's filled with grass and has waters pouring down that signify to me that, of course, that's the cleansing portion of it, right? And that she's being held. And this isn't just a feminine thing. This is just, that's the picture on the card this time. So she's being held in this hand, and that's the comfort part of things, right? She's going to be okay. It's okay to cleanse ourselves, to get rid of the things that are no longer serving us, because if we keep all of that bottled up inside of us, then we're not going to be able to really be us, right? So part of this cleansing when you are talking about the storms card, it's a big to-do. It can be a big drama, like a storm is a brewing, all right? But the communication portion of things is going to be key. So the person that you need to communicate with, this is a time to like clear the air, to start anew. This is showing that it's favorable for you to be talking to this person so that you can really get a sense of what's happening and get back on track, right? So this is signifying to me that you're not necessarily trying to get rid of a person, but maybe some kind of feeling, emotion, or a situation arose that just needs to be laid to rest for good. And then we have number 27, Fox Spirit, think on your feet. And he's going to be in protection position. I'm just going to let him stay upright so you can see him. Think on your feet. Yes. We do that when we're good, especially with Gemini, because Gemini is about communication. So this tells me that some of us are very good at maybe manipulating a situation by our fast talking, by our ability to think on our feet, right? And turn the situation around a little bit so that we maybe don't have to face the exact truths of what's happening. So this card is telling me that, you know, it's not always good to hide behind this facade, right? It's not the truth. When you're doing that kind of fast talking and hiding what's really at the surface of what's at the inside, what's at the core, where the nature of the problem is being held, then you're just doing yourself a disservice. You're never going to get down to the nitty-gritty of things, and it's not going to serve you well at all, is it? We want to heal. We're trying to heal something. We're trying to cleanse. We're getting rid of what does not serve us and start anew with this person, and maybe even people, but I'm thinking it's a particular person, maybe two at maximum because the twins are here. But you need to rectify that situation and get to the heart of it and see what's going on, because it's not the people are not what you want to get rid of. It's something that's happening with the person or people in this situation, okay? And then we're going to get the numerology card, which is number 6. It's love. It's love. And you all know how I feel about love on this channel. Yes, I love love. Okay. Love cures all of the things. So number 6, love, is exactly that. You have to love yourself. This is making me think that you have a sense of that you're not worthy of love, right? That you are, or at least of this person's love. So in this case, you need to address that. What's going on? Why do you feel that way? Maybe journal about it if you need to, but you really need to get to the heart of the matter for realsies, yeah? To the heart of the matter of the love, and know that you are worthy. What's causing you, that's the beliefs that you got to get rid of, right? What's causing you to feel that you can't have love? Because love is everything. Love is why we're here. Love makes everything good and right in this world, right? If we can't cure it with love, then I don't know what we're gonna do. So the feelings of not being able to have the love because of whatever belief is limiting you to feel that you have to stay where you are. Avoiding intimacy is what I'm feeling. Avoiding intimacy. That's what we need to cleanse. That's what we need to get rid of, because you are worthy of love. Like I said, love is the thing. Love is all of the things, and you want to have that in your life. What a sad day if we can't have that in our lives, and you are worthy of the love. So let's go ahead and see what our botanical friends have to say. We got garlic service. All right. Yeah, I love garlic. Garlic is good. It's tasty and delicious, and I put it in everything. Well, almost everything. Let's be honest here, right? So this service card to me is finding ways to reconnect with the belonging, the feeling of oneness, so that you can start feeling that love again, which, you know, volunteering or being of service, like you help somebody out with something if they have a chore, or somebody asks you to come over because they need some help with something, like maybe they gotta move, and you're gonna say, okay, yeah, that'd be great, right? Because I really want to be able to get back into that feeling of, you know, that the community, the oneness. We're all connected. And it's easy to feel that we are not. There's so many things that happen in our lives, even every day anymore. We're subject to so many different things that we can see that just make us feel like, do I want to be here right now? Do I need to be in this world? Do I want to connect with what is going on? So it's completely understandable, right? But we need to understand that when we are feeling the love in ourselves, right? When we're able to connect to that, we're going to just start attracting that. We're setting out the love energy, we're going to attract the love energy, and we're going to start bringing into our person, our little bubble, if you want to call it that, more love, right? And we're going to start recognizing that more. Instead of what's wrong and what we don't like, we're going to start recognizing how much we love and care and cherish the people that we're with. So I'm liking all of that. Let's grab our last card, which is our self-care card, right? Because it's our body and we need to know about it, what it needs. And it needs to spend time with animals. Spend time with animals. And you know what that's all about is unconditional love. To me, that's exactly what that is all about. When you have a pet that you care for, then, you know, there is no limits to love when there is and a little animal, like I have a little doggy. She lays by me every day, all day long. When I'm working, when I'm doing my readings, she's right here, right now. She's the sweetest little thing ever. Came into my life, showed me what love was all about, so to speak. Because I was not wanting a doggy, but things happen in mysterious ways. So I know what I'm talking about in this instance for sure. If you have an animal, spend lots of time, give lots of loves, go for walks, belly rubs, whatever you got to do to you know, just start feeling that connection. And if you don't have an animal, then use your creative thinking to be able to find solutions. Do friends have animals that you can go spend some time with? Volunteer, right? At a shelter. The service in this service card, you can volunteer at a shelter. And you can spend time with the animals and take care of them there, and let those poor little animals that don't have families know that they're loved too, right? And that they're worthy also of having the love. So that would be a beautiful thing. All right. I'm loving this. So just to wrap it up, you are really, it's all about making sure that you know that you're worthy of love, feeding that love energy so you can admit it outward and attract it back to you, so that we can start finding a balance in our lives again, because we're off balance. I feel that we're off balance with I don't want to say doom and gloom, but getting caught up in that everyday life of, you know, just you're trudging along, and this happened and that happened, and all the bad things are happening and not enough good things are happening. So we need to start getting that back. When we can figure out what the limiting beliefs are and the patterns that are happening in our lives that are keeping us held in that thinking that we're not worthy of the love, or we're just not recognizing the love that we have in our lives, then, you know, that's going to be what we want to cleanse. That's going to be the big drama that comes up. That might be the communication that's coming up with the person that you're going to be dealing with and need to clear the air with, right? You need to get down to the bottom of the situation. You need to be honest. No dishonesty here. You just got to open up. You need to be open to intimacy, because when you hide yourself and don't let your true feelings come through, there's no intimacy in that. And I feel with this person, it's going to be a real, that's part of the issue, is the intimacy has a lot been lost. And it doesn't have to be a love interest either. You know, you can have, it could be a really good friend or a very close family member or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to do with romantic love, but it for sure can also. So we're going to cleanse those feelings. We're going to clear the air with the people that we need to clear the air with. Let that love energy come back in. Be honest and truth about ourselves. And how we can do that is by being of service to others, and also to spend some time with animals, because they are all about the unconditional love, right? All right. Now, let's go ahead for the wellness portion of things. I like this part of the video because I get to we get to figure out some things that will help us, right? So it's fairly simple. This week, you're just really going to have to do practices that let you feel the love. So definitely spending time with the animals and definitely doing the service. But also, if you're really having a hard time being honest with yourself, I think that's going to call for a journaling situation, and maybe even some meditation to help you do that. All right, so I'm going to say that obviously garlic's gonna be one of the foods, okay? Let's focus on the garlic. Let's let that be our food this week that we're focusing on. It is actually so good for us. It helps with our immune support. It helps with heart health, which we're going to be dealing with some matters of the heart, correct? So that's going to be, that will be helpful. It's also a prebiotic, so it's going to be good for your gut. And so you'll be able to, if you're able to feel well and not be really inflamed, that's going to help you feel well enough, right, to deal with the situation at hand. So we're going to focus on the garlic and eat that. And when I see garlic, I'm thinking infusion. So like cracking that garlic open, putting it in some oil or something, not a bad oil. You want to put in a good oil, like an avocado oil or olive oil. And if you're cooking with it, probably just the what am I going to say? The avocado oil. If you're using it for a dressing or a marinade or something like that, then I would say go ahead and use that olive oil, all right? Let it sit there and infuse and make a beautiful dressing or marinade. Or if you're going to make a steak, right, you can throw that right in and let all of that flavor infuse and get it all over your steak, and that's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be tasty and delicious. It's going to make you feel amazing. And the other portion of this, speaking of cooking, is spend some time seeing areas in your life where you can practice showing more love. So when you're cooking this week with your garlic, I want you to infuse it with love. You can even say it out loud. I do it all the time. I love you, food, and I'm going to put all the love that I can into you right now so you can feed me back the love. I promise it works. You might feel silly at first, and you might not. You know, I'm not trying to judge here. And if you do feel silly, you know what? It's okay. It's okay to be silly sometimes. I'm silly 9/10 of the times, and now I've just gotten used to the fact that my kids think that I'm a weirdo sometimes. That's just how life is. That's just me. So we're going to cook with the garlic. We're going to infuse our food with lots of love. We're going to journal if we need to journal about our limiting beliefs in love, or our self-worth issues, or why we don't want to have the intimacy in our lives, all right? We're going to spend time with animals, and we're going to be of service to others, which will in turn be a service to ourselves, because it's going to open up our hearts to remembering all of the love that we have to offer. and make us a conduit to receive as much love or more love than we're actually even giving out, all right? And then the communication portion of things, for that is just, that is just being honest. Don't put on a facade. Don't hide behind anything. Don't use fast talking to get yourself out of a situation so that you don't have to get to the real nitty gritty of things. It could be very, with the storm card, it could be a little drama-y at first, but I think if you hold yourself well and let that person know that you are fully invested in being honest and really clearing the air, that it's going to turn out okay and things will calm down. If you can use your communication skills to better the situation instead of hiding behind falsities that won't, I don't even know if falsities is a word. It just came in my head. So if it's not, I'm sorry, but that's the word today. Okay, so, and I'm gonna keep using it. I'm just gonna own it. So if the falsities are at play here, we don't want none of that, right? You want the truth. You gotta have the truth. Be honest and use your communication skills to open up and let that person know that, I'm ready to get a little vulnerable here. And boy, will that go a long way to letting them understand that you're serious about it. And that will quench that storm. That will put out that fire a little bit, right? I shouldn't say quench the storm. How can you quench a storm? That's not possible, right? So that will maybe quench the fire. Is that what I'm trying to say? My words have lost their minds. Okay. All right. So that's the messages that I have for us this week. I hope you find them helpful. I hope that you are able to have all of the love that you want this week, okay? Just have it all. Let me know in the comments how much love you need or where you're showing love. Yeah, let me know in the comments where you're sending your love energy out this week. I want to hear all about that because I'm a love girl. And with that, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you on Wednesday for the midweek check-in. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, loving week. Hugs, energy of love and healing in that hug. All for you guys this week. A little bit of extra love in there. I felt it coming out. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.